DoorDash announced their earnings last night. Revenue was up 3x year over year. However, the CEO says the company is still on offense. Shares are jumping today after the company second quarter results came above analyst expectations. Company reported its best ever quarter for revenue and total orders. Management also cited improvements in expense management. Now this is the monthly chart, and you can see a nice V recovery taking place in the stock. Before I give you my analysis on how far price can move higher, let's look at this video from Jim Cramer as he interviews DoorDash's CEO.
I think kind of speak for themselves. We've had 8 straight quarters now, and actually ever since the pandemic lifted and people got back inside stores, 8 straight quarters of 25% plus growth on the GOV line, 30% plus, on the revenue line, and we've continued to increase our profitability as well throughout the period. So I think the buyers would agree with your assessment.
Well, one of the things that you taught me when I first met you was, look, I got to spend a lot of money. I was more chary. I said, geez, I don't know. He said, no, in order to win, I got to spend the money. But once it's the right time, we can pivot and begin to make a lot of money. You are pivoting. It's not hurting your top line at all, but it's very clear your bottom line is really coming through.
Yeah, well, it certainly is an inflection year, right? I mean, you see that, the revenue is growing in the, 30% plus, very healthy range consistently. And the bottom line, though, is growing almost 3 times year on year. So there certainly is a disproportional growth in the bottom line versus the top line. But I wouldn't call it a pivot. I mean, really, to us, this is, natural growth. We are still on offense. We are still in investment mode. We want to build the biggest size business for the long run. What's happening is you're seeing improving unit economics in the core U.S. restaurants business, improving economics in our investment areas, whether that's growth internationally, growth in new categories like grocery, convenience, and very healthy discipline on our OPEX. I mean, we've had flat OPEX for 4 quarters in a row, even though revenue has grown about 25 to 30%, during that time period. So all of these things are what's contributing to the growth, but it's very healthy, very natural top and bottom line execution.
All right, so how far can price move higher short term? Look for a price target at the 110 level. That was previously support, which should serve now as resistance. Let's scroll down to lower time frames to see where one might be able to get long at. This is the weekly chart, and this was a picture perfect bottoming. Let's just trace it out. First, higher low. Second, higher high. That was the trend reversal. You could also see that W pattern, a break of the apex. You go long. Let's continue to trace things out. All right. So we missed the long opportunity. You had a rally in price, a basic candle rally out, gap higher last week. This was the level of interest. That was the level of interest on the weekly chart at 83 and 75 cents. Had a couple of levels. That was a level. That was a level. But this was the level that worked, where price pulled back. So price has been in a huge upward trajectory. Momentum was crazy. This was the only pullback. All right, let's go down to the daily chart. And the price structure wasn't the greatest. However, it was a bigger time frame level that worked. Price pulled back, and that's what you want to do. Pulls back before the next impulse higher. That's where you want to get long. You have your moving averages serving as dynamic support. All right, so let me look at current price and go left. Yeah, I think 110 is a nice target. Again, the level was missed. Now, in this case, price penetrated the zone less than 50%, so still a valid level. However, you would want to look for reversal patterns on a smaller time frame before getting long if price comes back to this level. Again, going back out to the weekly chart, look for a price target at the 110 level. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, please like the video.